But we start with a potentially huge boost for Chelsea concerning the fitness of Cole Palmer. We can join our reporter Gary Cottrell, who's been speaking to Enzo Maresca ahead of his side's Champions League tie with Qarabag tomorrow. And Gary, what can you tell us about Palmer?
Yeah, normally would be you standing around these parts, wouldn't it, Gail? But yeah, it was a pleasure to be down here at Chelsea today ahead of this match against Qarabag. And the last update we had on Cole Palmer, who is arguably Chelsea's most important player, from Enzo Maresca, was 3 weeks ago. He said that Cole Palmer was about 6 weeks away from being able to play again. Well, obviously, 3 weeks later, we've asked the question again, and I make it that in 3 weeks' time, that will be in time if the schedule is correct for him to be involved in those two big back-to-back games at the end of the month. First of all, Barcelona at home in the Champions League, then Arsenal at home in the Premier League. So not involved obviously tomorrow night against Qarabag, not involved at the weekend against Wolves, won't be involved in the international break or the first game back potentially Burnley. But yes, potentially those two big games. Now, Enzo Maresca doesn't want to rush things and he doesn't want to build up anyone's hopes, including his own. But the body language was pretty positive and his answer was pretty positive. He certainly didn't rule out Cole Palmer being involved in those two games.
With the call, we try to plan, we try to schedule, at the beginning, and then we need to review that. So in this moment, we go day by day with the call. He's still apart. He's not taking any session with the team.
But ideally for Barcelona and then Arsenal, you'd like to have, you're hoping you've penciled in Cole for being available.
To be honest, I would like to have a call even tomorrow. I would like to have a call every game. I've said many times that we are a better team with the call. Unfortunately for us, he's out, his injury, but for sure we want him back very soon.
Now, Gary, I've sat in that press conference room a lot this season and talked about Chelsea and their disciplinary problems. That's been with the players, but it seems that's not the only issue, is it?
Yes, we were watching training. Of course, you have 15 minutes, don't you, Gail, of open training ahead of Champions League games. And we were out there watching the players come out and starting the training. We did our report from the training. Pedro Neto, by the way, wasn't out there. Has got a bit of a niggle, nothing too serious. Won't travel to Baku for this Qarabag game, but should be available again by the weekend. But yeah, about 5-6 minutes after the rest of them were out there, all the coaches, all the other players, Enzo Maresca kind of walked out fairly casually with a smile on his face, at least 5 or 6 minutes late for training. You're right, there's been 6 red cards, hasn't there, in 9 games for Chelsea, all over the pitch, including, of course, one for Enzo Maresca himself. And perhaps he was thinking about he may well have made it 7 red cards this season by being late.
I'm late.
Is that 5?
I'm late, yeah, 5. Red card.
No, not another. So yeah, he is now on a plane, or about to get on a plane for a 5.5-hour flight to Baku. They'll arrive there around about midnight because, of course, they're 4 hours ahead over there. So it's a really difficult logistically game is Qarabag. They'll have to be really at their best to not let that affect them. They're going to stay on UK time on all their watches and all their schedules just to try and make sure there is no small amount of jet lag. And they arrive back here at 7 a.m. on Thursday morning, so they'll want to get the 3 points. They'll have earmarked the 3 points, but it is a difficult game logistically for Chelsea.
Brilliant. Thank you very much, Gary. And you're definitely braver than I am, because I would have not suggested another red card to him.